Now look at the numbers on the bag. 5, 10, 5. Anybody know what those numbers represent? Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Of the 17 nutrients that a plant needs to live, N, P, and K are the most essential. Absolutely the most essential. And the way I like to think about it is up, down, all around. Nitrogen contributes to growth upwards, phosphorus all around vascular tissue throughout the plant, and then potassium down. That's going to be most important for root growth and development. So
it's okay to fertilize now?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But it's not needed, right?
Well, okay, so one of the things is, first of all, the average person does not feed. The average person, I ask people, well, when is the last time you fertilized? I don't know. You know, for the people that are serious about it, these are some of the things I would say. Nitrogen is most essential in the spring. Phosphorus and potassium tend to be more essential during the growing season of the summer into the fall. So if you want to be really on the game,
0-10-10
you'd want to
right
use
now.
the 0-10-10 in the fall and into the winter. You'd want to use more of a nitrogen fertilizer into the spring and into the summer. Question on watering. Okay, so fortunately or unfortunately, here in this area of Monterey County, we have a wide diversity of soil. I studied soil, and here at the nursery we'll even give you some feedback on some of your soil if you want to bring a little baggie in. But the reality of soil science is Pebble Beach is a lot different than North County, is a lot different than King City. The west side of 101 versus the east side of 101, huge differences. More people than anything have to deal with clay. That tends to be the issue that most of the customers face. So if you've got really clayey soil, there's a couple of things that I'd say. The first thing you'd want to do is when you plant your rose, make sure you dig a deep, big hole. That'll mitigate some of that. Use a lot of organic matter that you're combining with the clay, and plant it according to, we have a planting guide. That'll go a long way. But if your rose is already established, realize that a clay soil is less likely to drain quickly. And roses do not like wet feet as much as any plant. So if it's raining, make sure your irrigation system's turned off, make sure your gardener's not watering, make sure you're not watering. Certainly during the rainy season, generally speaking, we're not having to water really at all. But if you get into spring, summer, and fall, keep in mind that your plant will show signs of overwatering. The first sign would be browning on the tips. If you see browning on the tips of your plant, that means it's getting too much water in most cases.
Or yellowing.
The other thing is just feel the leaves. Your plant will tell you, and I tell that to people, as you go through the garden, touch your plants, touch them all, touch your house plants. If you do this on a regular basis, you'll get a feel for whether or not a plant is either water stressed with too much or too little. And pretty quickly you'd say, this guy needs water or is getting too much water. That's where wilting will come in. If it's getting too much water, browning on the tips, or in the case of too much water, you also see some wilting. We were talking about a rhododendron not too long ago. Rhododendrons are very water sensitive. They need good drainage. You plant a rhododendron in Salinas, it'll grow great. It'll produce lots of flowers. This is a great climate for it, but it doesn't like wet feet. So planting it up out of the ground, lots of organic matter, allowing that drainage will go a long way for you. And if it's already established, in the case of some of these roses, and you're in really clayey soil, build that organic matter up. You know, build it up a little bit, control that watering as best you can. You know, when a plant is stressed, the best things we can do is prune it effectively, feed it with, say, some organic fertilizer, feeding the soil. You know, there's another product out there that I swear by called Mycorrhizae. This has really come on strong in the last 3 or 4 years. All the professional extreme gardeners are using this stuff to get weight on vegetables and to increase production and health of plants. What it is it's actually a naturally occurring fungus. It's organic for your garden, and this fungus is something I learned about at Cal Poly. It coats your roots, and it actually helps in breaking down nutrients and transmitting them to the root. It'll also protect the roots from water stress. I've used this in my garden, and last season I did one bed with and one bed without. The difference was amazing.